Mighty Nerdigans. This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Hunter x Hunter chapter 372. In last chapter of Hunter x Hunter, we basically got an update on what the status of everyone's mission was. And God, I'm so excited to see Chrollo run into Kurapika. It just has to happen. Or fucking A, see Hisoka run into Kurapika. It's just gotta happen at some point. But anyway, let's get to this chapter and see what happens. It's going way too far, isn't it? It's way too obvious and doubt. I see, so they weren't even aware of it themselves. They're either being controlled by a manipulator, or it's something to do with their prince's NEN beast. If everything that's happened up till now is going according to their plan, then perhaps they had also wanted to remain in this room. If possible, I'd like to stay and keep watch, but that's all going to depend on how Kurapika views my views me firing that gun earlier. One of them was taken into custody by the Royal Army earlier, which means there's still one other NEN user hiding among us. Wonder that whoever they are, they're well camouflaged. The aura that's stemming up and off their head is natural, and the flow of aura coming from their hands is precisely that of an amateur's. They are indeed skilled. Without a doubt, they are an assassin. They still haven't become notice the fact that I'm aware of them. Perhaps I'll let things play out a bit longer. Oh, this is going to be interesting. So now we're in room 1010. Oh, naughty! Yay! Well then, how about I'm staying silent. I invoke my right to silence. I won't be answering a single one of your questions. You're protected by the royal family's privileges. This is simply a formality. There won't be any court records left behind. Well, that's good, but my answer does not change. Very well then. I'd also be grateful if this were over faster. We'll both have to endure the next 72 hours. As long as you're under constant surveillance, you'll be able to move freely. If you need anything, you can request it. We can prepare almost anything. Whoa, God, that's so freaking huge. It looks like it's getting bigger. What do you think? Wow, God, it's so nasty! Oh my God, that's so gross! In the beginning, it looked like a dragon gracefully swimming in the air, but then it started to take on a stern expression and began swelling in size. His sister's death accelerated the speed of its growth. He must have noticed its growth by now. The thorns all over its body have appeared from a defensive instinct. Anxiety, fear, stress, and trauma, their effects are all clearly manifest on the NEN beast. Hanzo, Biscuit, we're here to take over your shift. Are you really going to go? Yeah, I'm going to settle this. If I could discover the culprit, then both the prince and the NEN beast may relax a little. If my real body is touched or talks to me, the technique will be forcibly canceled. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to ask you to watch over me. Understood. Lack of sleep is the greatest enemy to one's skin. If you buy me a dozen Nature's Beauty Face packs, we'll call it a deal. Understood. Oh, biscuit. Hanzo's skill 4, Bushino Jitsu. It's basically the clone technique. And the translation note basically said they left it in Japanese, well, because he's a ninja, so why the fuck would you not? Here we go. Tap, tap. I've come to help you. First Prince Benjamin wants to see you. First Prince Benjamin? He wants to recruit you. Everything's already been arranged with the army. It's set up so that Nagamom next door will confess to everything in his will and commit suicide, but for the trial materials, we need a clear, precise method of murder, which means we need to reveal the secret. The existence of NEN abilities and NENBs have become public knowledge due to recent happenings, so it is now possible to officially use them as evidence. All we need is to be able to write the specifics of the ability in the will, and everything will be perfect. I see. My ability is a clone technique called the touch. As long as I lay down with my eyes closed, I could create a clone that can move freely within a radius of 20 meters. Okay. Nagamon has been drugged asleep. Help me make it look like he committed suicide. Got it. But how do you know it was me? It was those two people! Oh! Oh! I just happened to test you first! Oh! Oh, man! Hanzo got fucking lucky on that one. Come on, tell me what are you planning on doing? And this is in room 1008. You'll have to look forward to the day it happens to find out. But we're not allowed to be at the banquet. Yeah, that's right. We won't be able to see the moment you change the world, so you could at least tell us ahead of time. All right, then how about I give you a hint? What? Really? Well, then how about I broadcast it in the building so you can all hear it? All right. Dude, that NEN beast is just fucking trippy as hell. So how do you feel now that you've read the teachings of Tython? And this is in 1006. Has it brought about a change within your hearts? Every last word resounds so deeply within my heart. I'm so overwhelmed with every line I read that I can hardly make any progress. Even seeing the index of chapter titles is a total knockout. I'm pouring every last inch of that right now. You're really something else. You haven't even read a word of it. I apologize, but I haven't had a chance to read it yet. Oh, that's fine. Everyone has their own timing and pace after all. But I guarantee you this. You both have a special power within you. My teachings will take you to the next stage. Yes, ma'am. My feelings are evolving as we speak. Izu, this thing that won't leave my side, what is it? Same with me. It seems only we NEN users can see them, but regardless, they don't seem to be harmful for now. But the fact that there isn't one on Prince Benjamin's private army's Olau, that means that we've been acknowledged by the prince more than him, right? Should we try to branch out? Are you an idiot? We still don't know that. It may be here for some other reason. Oh, Izu, you're just trying to run away from reality, aren't you? Shut up! Why are you always so easygoing? That will do it for today. And this is back in 1014. I'll see you here tomorrow at the same time, and this is the second day at 12:30 p.m. After that incident, the assassin didn't make any more moves. Does that mean they're planning one kill a day? When I was working as a bodyguard on the first day, 5 people were killed, which means this time it just came down to the fact that the requirements weren't met. Kurapika, I would like to be present as well. I'm sorry, but I should be more than qualified, and I should have the right. If you don't show the third prince favor and give us any useful information, then there's no point in us staying here. Do you really think you and Bill can get through the rest of this alone? An assassin at work within the crowd wasn't in your calculations, was it? Woo! Ooh, busted! This is one of the problems that Bill mentioned to me before I blacked out. Of course, I still plan on keeping my promise about the information, but please just step back for now. No can do. I'm much more experienced when it comes to security, so my opinion and viewpoint will carry more validity than yours. I want to know any and all information about NEN that stems from anything that happens here. If you're disagreeing due to us, then we will have to compromise. Ninth Prince Harkenberg wishes to put a stop to this matter if at all possible. In order to help discussions along today as amicably as possible, he wants information about NEN beasts. Ooh, there's leaf knit on the hand! What does this mean? Is it part of the NEN beast? Oh, we'll see. Including the prince, all of his private soldiers have this mark on the back of their left hands. No matter how much we rub or wash it, it won't come off, much like a tattoo. According to the prince, apparently after seeing all of us pass out, the prince lost consciousness as well. When he woke up, this mark was already on our hands. That's got to be the NEN beast doing. What's strange is that none of us have any memories of losing consciousness. And the fact that we didn't think it's strange that the prince was going to bed at a time outside of his usual bedtime. This is common with memory revision from a manipulator's attack. Erasing all memories of being attacked and then instilling panic by having a mark suddenly appear. This kind of memory revision is overwhelmingly common with request type manipulators. Request types? Users who still give their targets the freedom of choice but manipulate them to work in their favor. So you have the compulsory type, which is the type who manipulates their bodies by taking over their mind and free will, and then the half compulsory type, the type who takes over the bodies of their targets to control them. In other words, the target is trapped in a condition where they are required to follow their orders and unable to act otherwise. And 12th Prince Mimosa's NEN beast is actually this type. So compared to the compulsory or half compulsory types, being able to control a large number of people with a small amount of energy is one of the request type's traits. A mark in the real world has the same effect as it would in the world of NEN. Urahai, according to according to records, missions, messages, discriminations, signatures, and all the like, how would you believe that the ninth prince would view this mark? Oh, God, excuse me. I would think it was something like a declaration of our resolve and unity or something like that. A way to have his words and attitudes permeate themselves through the decision of all his men. In other words, this mark is proof of those who, including the prince himself, possess the same will. I am of the same opinion, but in that case, he could have placed it somewhere that's more easily seen. It's that will that is the problem. Yeah, it's clearly contradictory. Did you say contradictory? Ninth Prince Harkenberg's desire is the annul, the monarchical system. There we go. In order to make that desire reality, this succession war was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. But the last thing he wants is for the princes to be killing each other off, enough that he had voiced his own refusal to the king in order to try to stop the ceremony. The ceremony and his own beliefs run contrary to one another. And the prince was prepared to follow his beliefs and ready to choose a long, harsh path. But it seems perhaps his NEN beast did not want that. By the way, can you see what number is on my fingertip? Are you talking about your aura? No, I can't. And there's number 4. That's on Karabica's tip. As I thought, you're in a state of half awakening. You're in a partial temporary state of being able to use NEN, but you yourself are unable to control it. I believe it's likely that the conditions for its activation are strongly linked to the prince's own words and actions. But if the prince himself has the same mark on him, then we may be in a dangerous situation. What do you mean by that? Oh man, I can understand this. That means someone is manipulating the prince. The fact that there is no difference among your seals means that this will be equally manifested among both the prince and his supporters. That line of thought in and of itself is quite wonderful, but that means that there will be an equal risk carried by the NEN beast's ability. The stronger an ability is, the stronger its restriction is. Ooh, God, this is gonna be interesting. The consequences will be not will be for not properly meeting its conditions. This is an interesting thought here. That the prince could fucking be possessed by another prince's NEN beast. Like, that would be trippy as fuck. If the prince is as his reputation suggests, then it wouldn't be surprising to find the risk is tied to his very life. Oh god, that wouldn't surprise me either. In order to ensure the prince's own beliefs don't turn into poison against him, it is essential that those of you bearing the same mark piece together the true nature of his ability as soon as possible. Understood. If you tell me anything you find out about the prince's ability, I'd be able to come up with specific countermeasures that you can take. Well, I do appreciate that, but after the uproar that just happened, you should well know that Queen Oito truly wishes to escape from this killing game. We will absolutely not use your information for any evil purposes. I trust you just fine, but when you say we, you don't speak for all the princes you share information with. Isn't that so? That's not true at all. Third Prince Chorai is prioritizing searching for a peaceful resolution to all this. So all we need to do is drive 9th Prince Harkenberg into a critical position where he's forced to decide between the succession ceremony or his beliefs. Now that's going to be interesting. Like, if Prince Harkenberg's morality is tested, oh man, that is going to be extremely fascinating. I really hope we get to see that, Togashi. You say whatever you need to get what you want. Those with victory in their sights are already on the move. The lower ranked princes need to unite together or else they risk getting picked off. Sakata being here is really troublesome, but more important that the net is Kurapika's information. I agree. First off, we need to create some kind of alliance among the princes. Protecting 4th Prince Wobble will also result in the protecting of 9th Prince Harkenberg. Kurapika's crash course information on Harkenberg's NEN beast and the identity of the assassin, and even more importantly, vital information about that which will determine the very outcome of this succession war, NEN. Yes, that's right. And the most pressing matter is still the identification and the capture of the assassin. So, anyway, continuing on from that inner monologue here. Winning over the 3rd and 9th Prince is going to be major. While I buy time, I need to find the hints towards some kind of way to escape the succession war. I will make an appeal to the other princes through the Hunter Association. So now we're in room 1013. My body is missing. And Biscuit is gone too. What happened here? No one's here. Oh no! Did Biscuit get captured? What in the world? Oh no! The prince's NEN beast is here. It's gotten smaller, but it's grown all the more menacing, which means the prince must be nearby. Roar! Or sorry, roar! What happened to Biscuit? Dude, that's like Venus flytraps on this fucking beast! What the fuck? Grr. It's no use, I can't get any closer. What's going on here? Is it planning to attack me without any regard for friend or foe? Or does it not even distinguish between friend or foe? That is a good question. Let's see. So we're now in room 1002. Second Prince Camilla? If you need something, I can take care of it for you. I'm currently heading to kill First Prince Benjamin. Will you assist me, or do you wish to die here? Choose whichever you prefer. I'm kind, am I not? Lady Camilla, this is not my idea of a joke. Arrogant disrespect. The second prince is on the move. Oh! Oh, so this is just a thought here, because it was mentioned, based on what was mentioned about the leaf mark, that even the prince was unconscious, and I kind of have to agree that the memory could be manipulated, but you have to wonder if it was the second prince's doing. That would make a lot of sense to me. I'm very curious what you guys think in regards to that. And also, what do you think of the other NEN bees? Like, these NEN bees are just fucking trippy as hell. Like, Togashi, I have to ask, were you on acid or something? Or did you smoke a lot of weed to come up with these designs? Like, really, they are just fucking creepy as hell. They're weird. It's like something out of like a bad acid trip. Or a bad shroom trip or something. Anyway, let me know your thoughts thoughts in the comment section below, what you thought of this chapter. What do you guys think that the second prince is NEN Beast is in control? And what do you think happened to Biscuit? Like, and Hanzo's body? No, they can't be dead because, well, we don't know what happened to Hanzo, because Hanzo is still in spirit form, and he said that his spirit would go back to his body if it was touched. So, yeah, gotta wonder where Hanzo and Biscuit's bodies are. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing and want to contribute to my channel expansion, there's a few ways you could do that. You could donate to my PayPal, Patreon, or purchase something off my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, follow my Twitch channel, follow me on Facebook and PlayStation Network. And also, I forgot, donate to my GoFundMe as well. All that is in the description box below as well. And until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later.